A year and a half ago, I had $1,200 to my name. Do I really want to say my 94-year-old father stole my identity? Pretty much my house had been sold for back taxes. I was preparing to be homeless. I had a teenage son. We were losing everything, and we had to move into my late mother's house. I had absolutely nothing, which was rather terrifying when you're 53. I don't think I've ever felt appreciated. I don't know. Sorry.
Tell your story, tell it loud. Tell your story, let it out. What broke in you can break the chain. What healed your heart can heal the world again. I saw the room grow still.
Okay, let's make sure I'm not starting out where it looks like I'm crying in the meeting immediately. My name is Amy. My story with sipping is talking about survival and stepping out of your comfort zone. Well, I, I think I told you that like a year and a half ago, I had $1,200 to my name. And that because of just circumstances I had been put through that were not of my own choosing, that pretty much my house had been sold for back taxes, and I was preparing to be homeless, which was rather terrifying when you're 53. And I had never really believed in myself, and it took a lot for me to finally know that I knew what I was doing and that with my business I could do it. And I joined social media, and even though I've been doing what I've been doing for over 20 years, it really helped me take off even more. I learned my worth, and I started charging what I deserved to be paid. And now I have my taxes are paid off. I am working more than ever I ever thought I could be. I enjoy what I do. I wish I didn't even have to do it for money. I would do it for free if I didn't have to. I enjoy helping people, and it's helped me learn a lot about people, but I've also made friends, and some of my best friends are past clients. I guess that if you can have $1,200 to your name and then be able to pay off back taxes and be financially stable in a short amount of time at my age, that's, I think, a big accomplishment. And I always wished on stars, but I've always known that you wish on stars, but when you do, be careful what you wish for. Don't wish for money, because you never know what's going to have to happen for you to get it. And I would always wish just to be financially stable. And I am finally at a point now where I am. I'm happy, and I love what I do. And even if you're facing challenges that could pretty much put you under, that have faith in yourself, even if no one else has, you can do it, and you can accomplish anything. Even in your 50s, you can start over, and I don't know. Do I really want to say my 94-year-old father stole my identity? That's kind of what happened. What happened was I was my mom's caregiver when she had cancer. And then my father and I had never had a relationship. And a month before she died, he asked me to start a business with him. And the only reason why he came back into my life is because my son wanted to meet him. My dad did not meet my son until he was 10. And so I helped my father start this business. He stole my life savings. And then when I asked him to get it back, he told me that I had nothing in writing and I couldn't do anything about it. And I told him that I had been helping him for 2 years without being paid, and I needed to be paid, and I was losing everything, and he didn't care. And then I moved into my late mother's house, and she had taxes that were due on the house, and I didn't have any money to pay it. I was on public aid. I was trying desperately to survive, and I had never had anyone believe in me, and I never believed in myself, and I had to figure it out on my own, and I had great imposter syndrome, and it was hard for me to especially at my age, think anyone would take me seriously, even though I'd been organizing for years. I finally just believed in myself, and that was really hard for me, and I'm very proud of myself. I didn't think I could ever do it. Like, I'm serious, like the house had been sold. I had a month to pay back years worth of taxes, and I didn't get money from anyone. I did it on my own. I sold things, I did whatever. I worked 3 months straight without a day off, and I was able to do it. And now I have quite a clientele. I joined Facebook social media a year and a half ago, and within like a month and a half, I had over 5,000 followers, and I love helping people in every category I can possibly. And I know how hard it is when you need help, and asking for help is the hardest thing, because you always think someone's going to say no. And so if someone's willing to ask me for help, that's the first step. That's the hardest thing to do. And I want to help people because I know how hard it is not to have help.
What was the hardest thing about that moment when you found out about how much
I had a teenage son, and I was where we were living. We were losing everything, and we had to move into my late mother's house. I had absolutely nothing, and the worst thing is not being able to give him what I thought he needed. As a single mom, I didn't think I was everything, and I thought he deserved more, and I felt bad for him having to move from where he was and start from scratch. And it's you eat what's on sale. You try not to show how scary it is for you. You protect your child. You don't want them to know, and then it comes to a point where they have to know what's going on, and it's terrifying, because you don't know where you're going to be or how it's going to turn up. And I, honest to God, don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for everyone who hires me, everyone who believes in me and helps me believe in myself. And I can tell when I help people, they sincerely appreciate me, and I don't think I've ever felt appreciated. So I'm glad I can help people. And it's even with little things, but people are overwhelmed with either they can have a parent pass away, it's grief, it's depression. There's so many different things that can happen to you in life where you get overwhelmed and you need someone to help you. And asking for help is so hard. And I want to help as many people as I can. And it's because I understand how hard it is. So. But feeling appreciated is a big part of it. And I don't know. Sorry. So,
somebody appreciates you?
I cry with them. It's when they get it and they see an area that has been overwhelmed for so many years, and I'm able to come in. I don't judge, and I want to help. Like, what can we do? What's going on? Let's figure this out. Let's come up with a system that's going to help you, so you can continue doing this after I'm gone. And it's just they sincerely, the hugs I get, and that's some of my clients are now some of my best friends, because I've helped them. And asking for help is the hardest thing, and when someone actually is willing to help you, it brings a whole new level to it. And I love the people I help. They're great people. I get to hear their stories, why they are, what's happened to them, and it's kind of a bond. It's like, even when I was coming here, I was talking on the phone with a potential client, and she was telling me how she was overwhelmed, and I can relate. And relating with people in certain ways, everyone can relate to one thing or another that has happened in someone's life, and if I can inspire them to understand that it's okay and I'm going to make it better, and they can continue to do it after I leave, that's what I'm here for. I want to help them. I want to make their lives better, and I want them to know that they can do it. Even though you think you can't, you can.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad. No, it wasn't. Oh, Jesus. I'm shy. You don't understand. I am so shy. See, and I'm doing this too because it's like I've decided this year is the year about me and I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So,
And you're doing it.
oh,
You're doing it.
and it's terrifying. Yeah, no, but yeah. So I'm trying. So thank you.
Thank you.
No, but it's just like, I always think things happen for a reason. And you popped up and it took me a couple days to actually say, okay, I would do it. And I've been terrified. And that's why I took the last spot because I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. It's going to be the last one. Then I won't have to sit here and think about it. And I'll come when I come.
Tell your story, tell it loud. Tell your story, let it out. What broke in you can break the chain.